Good morning. It is Wednesday, May 22nd, 2024. This is Wayne County Now. I'm Dustin Fuller with your morning news update. A reminder, news, weather, and sports are available anytime by visiting us at our website, mywaynecountynow.com. Making news headlines this morning, Fairfield City officials are passing on an update in regards to road work in the area. Officials say that milling work will begin on Friday on connector streets between Maine and Delaware, starting on Southeast 6th Street, working west towards Airport Road. Officials ask that you keep vehicles clear of the connector streets, plan alternative routes, and consider the workers in the area. Contractors are planning to have the road project complete by the end of the month. The IECC Board of Trustees met Tuesday evening at Wabash Valley College in Mount Carmel. At the meeting, the board had a decennial report from the Chancellor and Chief Academic Officer addressing anticipated areas of opportunity and concern for the district in academic years 2026 and 2027. The board approved the minutes of the Board of Trustees meeting that was held on April 16th. Revisions to the 2023 through 2025 academic calendar were also approved to include the closure of campuses on Election Day. That will be November 5th. The board accepted the IECC Student Code of Conduct as presented. Board approval was given for revisions to the Emergency Succession Plan. Affiliation agreements were approved with Crawford Memorial Hospital and Robinson Salem Township Hospital up in Salem and Fast Pace Medical Clinic PLLC. The board reaffirmed its commitment to its mission statement and ratified the vision and values which were developed as part of the ongoing strategic planning effort. The board formally institutionalized those through its approval of the mission, values, and vision policy. A motion was passed by the board to accept an institutional equity plan aimed at implementing practices to address and close gaps for underrepresented groups in key areas such as enrollment, retention, completion, and student loan repayment rates. IECC's equity plan presents strategies which operationalize institutional values of stewardship, responsibility, integrity, respect, and accessibility. The accepted plan will be submitted to the Illinois Community College Board by the end of the month. The board approved a budget resolution and tentative budget for the upcoming fiscal year. Emergency expenditures were approved to replace the HVAC unit in the cafeteria of the Terry L. Bruce West Richland Center and an auxiliary boiler at Lincoln Trail College. The bid committee recommendation was approved for the acceptance of a bid from Dason Brock Fence of Teotopolis for $40,000 for construction of a fence for the Olney Central College salvage vehicle storage area. In personnel matters, the board approved the employment of Brittany Rose as nursing instructor at Frontier Community College as of August the 7th, Brooke Bauer as nursing instructor at Lincoln Trail College effective August 7th, Jackson Hemrick as temporary full-time welding specialist at Lincoln Trail College effective May 22nd, and Levi Johnson as program director of the International Student Program effective July 1st. Changes of employment status were approved for Aaron Volk and Megan Black from Director of Instructional Services to Director of Dual Credit as of July 1st. Retirement ratifications were approved for Karen Marks as nursing instructor at Frontier Community College effective August 6th. Contract extensions for administrators with expiring contracts were approved for Chris Simpson at Olney Central College, Tona Ambrose at Lincoln Trail College, and Matt Fowler at Wabash Valley College through June 30th of 2026. The IECC Board of Trustees will meet again on Tuesday, June 18th at Frontier Community College. That'll be at 6:15. Wayne County Sheriff's officials were notified of a car versus deer accident on US 45 about a half mile north of County Road 200 North at 10:30 a.m. on Monday. 74-year-old Vicki R. Gray of Fairfield was driving a 2016 Chrysler Town & Country when she hit a deer. Over $1,500 of damage was reported to the front of the vehicle. No injuries were reported. The vehicle was driven away from the scene. Illinois State Police were called to an accident on Illinois Highway 15 near Miriam Crossroads. Accident happened just before 3 p.m. According to Illinois State Police, a truck, tractor, semi-trailer lost control due to a blown tire and ran off the roadway to the left side. The semi struck a 2000 Ford Ranger on the side of the road on the passenger side. The pickup truck was unoccupied and parked off of the roadway to the left in the grass about 30 feet from the roadway. No injuries were reported in the accident. Wayne County Sheriff's officials arrested a Fairfield woman on a single count of possession of methamphetamine. On Monday at 4:15 p.m., deputies arrested 39-year-old Kelly D. Claffer on that possession of meth charge. She was booked into the Wayne County Jail. Fairfield police arrested a Fairfield woman early Tuesday morning on criminal damage to property. At 2:31 a.m., 51-year-old Jennifer Hanley was arrested and booked into the Wayne County Jail. Wayne County Sheriff's officials arrested a Barnhill man on a Lawrence County warrant for failure to appear Monday morning. At 7:33 a.m., deputies arrested 34-year-old Joey Lee Deckard. Deckard's failure to appear warrant was issued on April 2nd out of Lawrence County in regard to a count of criminal damage to government-supported property. He was booked into the Wayne County Jail and was transported to Lawrence County to face the charge. A business in downtown Fairfield has announced that they will be moving to a new location. Tim's Bargain Depot, currently located at 119 East Main Street, will be moving in with Mindy's Sew Shop at the corner of 1st and Main. The address of that building is both 100 and 102 East Main Street. According to a post on their Facebook page, the business will be closed for the move to the new location. They're scheduled to reopen in mid-June. Fairfield Public School District will be holding a special session Thursday of this week. That meeting will take place at 6 p.m. in the boardroom at Center Street School. The only item on the agenda is a school resource officer. The meeting is open to the public. We'll take a look at the weather forecast. The good news is we have a decreased risk of severe weather today. We'll talk about that and much more. This is Wayne County Now.
No time to run to the bank? No problem. People's National Bank makes banking easy and convenient with PNB To Go mobile banking. PNB To Go allows you to deposit checks, pay bills, transfer money between accounts, view your statements, turn your debit card off and on, and much more, all on your smartphone. It truly is banking at your fingertips with PNB To Go mobile banking. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls CAM, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep CAM and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
When you need concrete or masonry work, NewGen Concrete is your go-to in Wayne County and the surrounding area. They can help you finish that concrete project with anything from flat work, stairs and stem walls to decorative stamping and masonry resurfacing. NewGen Concrete, set in stone on Williamson Drive in Fairfield. Call 618-516-5002 or email them at newgenconcretellc@yahoo.com to get on the schedule today.
And welcome back to Wayne County Now. As we mentioned, the best news that we could give you was the severe weather threat is a bit diminished today. That's because the latest update from the Storm Prediction Center came out early this morning, and in that update, Weather Service officials downgraded Wayne County to what's called a level 1 marginal risk of severe weather. It shows that those in extreme southern Illinois are still under a slight risk for severe weather, but in our area, we're at the marginal risk because of what meteorologists determine is capping of the atmosphere in our area. Main hazards for today would be large hail and damaging winds, but tornadoes cannot be ruled out. Meteorologists at Paducah believe the tornado risk for our area, as mentioned, is low. Friday now showing a marginal risk of severe weather for our area as well, but National Weather Service officials in the Day 5 outlook are showing a 15 to 30% chance for severe weather for Sunday. On Sunday, forecasters believe instability, shear, and moisture will lead to a better chance of severe weather. All hazards are possible, including flash flooding. Currently, Weather Service officials are uncertain on the timing of the severe weather for Sunday. Taking a look now at the weather forecast for the Wayne County area today. It looks to be a nice day out there early on. A slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm early. Otherwise, partly sunny, high of 82. 50% chance of showers and storms tonight, mostly cloudy, the low 62. Not as warm for Thursday. 50% chance of showers and storms, partly sunny, high of 79. For Thursday evening, a 40% chance of showers and storms, otherwise partly cloudy, the low 64. Showers, possibly a thunderstorm for Friday. Then showers and thunderstorms likely in the afternoon. Partly sunny, high of 83. Saturday, slight chance of showers and storms. Otherwise, mostly sunny, high of 83. That next chance of severe weather is Sunday. Showers likely and thunderstorm possible. Partly sunny skies, high of 83. Showers, thunderstorms in the forecast for Memorial Day and for Tuesday, with highs both days in the mid to upper 70s. That's been a look at your weather forecast. We'll take a look at area obituaries on Wayne County now in just a moment. That look at area obituaries is presented by Everlasting Florals, 900 West Delaware Street in Fairfield, and by the Johnson Devon Funeral Home, 106 Northeast 4th Street in Fairfield. If you're looking for supplies for memorial decorations or a memorial piece, look no further than Everlasting Florals, formerly Legg Manufacturing, at 900 West Delaware in Fairfield. Owners Chad and Melissa Musgrave offer a full line of wholesale and retail floral supplies, silk flowers for every season, and even manufacture a variety of items in-house, from wire and aluminum saddles to cemetery can holders, shepherd's hooks, and flag holders. Everlasting Florals, making the world more colorful, one stem at a time.
The loss of a loved one can leave you with a lot of unanswered questions, feelings of stress and anxiety, and grief. The experienced funeral directors at Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home in Fairfield can help guide you through all aspects of the funeral process to provide you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Call them at 618-842-6006. The Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home, 106 Northeast 4th Street in Fairfield, serving the Wayne County area with compassion, dignity, and respect.
Wayne County Now continues. A reminder, a check of obituaries. You can see obituaries anytime by visiting us at mywaynecountynow.com. 81-year-old Dolly Jean Thomason passed away at 1:15 a.m. on Tuesday, May 7th at Meadowbrook Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation in Grayville. Dolly was born in Detroit, Michigan on June 17th of 1942 to Charles Jerd and Catherine Kate Klobuchar Butler. She was a member of the Northside Baptist Church in Fairfield and had worked for several years at the Fairfield Sewing Factory and later at Airtex when she retired. Dolly is survived by her son, Kent, and wife Lisa Thomason of Fairfield, daughter Robin, and husband Jesse Thornton of Marion, Kentucky, 4 grandchildren, Shaylee Thomason of St. Louis, Missouri, Carver Thomason of Fairfield, Tara Beck of Fairfield, and Shelby West of Albion. 2 great-grandchildren, Keegan Smith of Fairfield and Vivian West of Albion. 2 sisters, Betty and husband Jim Beeson of Jeff, and Frances Musgrave of Grayville. Dolly was preceded to death by her parents, son Brent Thomason and brother Bobby Butler, as well as half-sister Pat Astomborski and half-brother Charles Bud Butler. Per Dolly's wishes, she was cremated and a gravesite service is set for 2 p.m. on Friday, May 31st at Maple Hill Cemetery. Friends and family are asked to go directly to the cemetery. Johnson Vaughn Funeral Home in Fairfield is assisting the family with arrangements. 90-year-old Marjorie Louise Bassett Wood passed away on May 16th at Wabash Senior Living and Rehabilitation Center in Carmine. She was born to Lyman and Caroline Steffel Bassett in Albion on June 9th of 1933. She married Edward Ted Wood on April 27th of 1956 and worked for the Edwards County Schools and retired from there. Upon retirement, she enjoyed volunteering for many organizations, including the Red Cross for their blood drives and being a pink lady at Fairfield Memorial Hospital. She also enjoyed singing, quilting, and traveling with many local groups. Marjorie was a member of the Fairfield Church of Christ at the time of her death. She was survived by a daughter, Cheryl, and husband, Lonnie Dunn of Fairfield, daughter-in-law, Lisa Wood of Lincoln, Grandchildren Micah and wife Regina Dunn, Mary Wood, Julie and husband Chris Asseltine, Allison Wood, Lauren Franklin, and Gracie Wood. Great-grandchildren Austin Dunn, Jacob Weeks, Abigail Franklin, Emily and Corrine Asseltine, Thomas and Michael McCulley, a brother Steve and wife Linda Bassett of Florida, and sister-in-law Sandra Seitz Bassett of Colorado. She was preceded in death by her parents, her husband Ted, a son Robert Lee Wood, a great-granddaughter Ava Weeks, a brother Ed Bassett, and sister Rob Lee Kent. Funeral services for Marjorie Wood will be held at 11 a.m. on Saturday at the Johnson Devon Funeral Home in Fairfield. Interment will follow in Graceland Cemetery in Albion. Visitation will be from 9 a.m. until service time at the funeral home. Jody Davis, the preacher at Fairfield Church of Christ, will be officiating the service. In lieu of flowers, donations may be made to Wabash Senior Living and Rehabilitation Activities or Hospice of Southern Illinois. They'll be accepted at the Johnson Devon Funeral Home. 83-year-old Robert Bob Lee Garner of Wayne City passed away on Saturday, May 18th, at his home with his family by his side. Bob was born January 7th of 1941 in Wayne City to Faye and Leona Mayberry Garner. Bob was united in marriage to Gloria Lopez Garner on March 22nd of 1963, and they shared 61 wedding anniversaries together. Bob worked for Coatings Applications and Waterproofing Company from 1967 to 2006, retiring at the age of 65. Bob loved fishing, gardening, and spending time with his wife and family. Those that knew him would remember him for his love, for his giving out nicknames, and crazy phrases and sayings that he would come up with. Bob was survived by his wife, Gloria of Wayne City, 3 children, Tony Garner of Mount Vernon, Carrie and wife Susan Garner of Edwardsville, and Carla and husband Clayton Withrow of Wayne City, as well as a bonus daughter, Robin, and husband Gary Nichols of Carmi, a sister, Sibby, and husband Randy Isle of Minerva, Ohio, 7 grandchildren, including Sawyer and wife Amber Nichols, Casey Withrow and significant other Ryan Kirkpatrick, Haley and husband Brent Edwards, Ethan Garner, Connor and wife Rachel Withrow, Mason Garner and significant other Erica Marlowe, and Mallory and husband Nick Hendricks. Great-grandchildren Peyton Wrighton War, as well as Cameron Sneed, Charlotte Kirkpatrick, Truett and Barrett Edwards, Walker Hendricks, and Kate Withrow, plus 2 more great-grandchildren on the way, along with several nieces and nephews. Bob was preceded in death by his parents and 4 siblings, Cecil Gardner, Janine Jordan, Carlene Brown, and Benny Garner. Also nephews Billy Ray Garner, Tony Johnston, and Tim Garner. Funeral services for Robert Bob Lee Garner will be held at 10 a.m. today at the Young Funeral Home in Wayne City with Brother Rob Greenwald officiating. Interment will follow at Thomason Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, memorial donations may be made to SSM Hospice or SSM Health at Home Foundation with the hospice program on the memo line. Donations will be accepted at Young Funeral Home. Unlike condolences, memories, and words of encouragement may be shared at youngfuneralhomellc.com. 74-year-old Charles Ray Chuck Barnett of Wayne City passed away at 6:27 p.m. on Sunday, May the 12th at his home. He was born October 6, 1949 in Mount Vernon to Berlin and Juanita Harrison Barnett. He'd worked for the Village of Wayne City for 18 years and had previously served on the Wayne City Fire and Ambulance Service as well as the Wayne County Board. He was a member of the Wayne City Baptist Church and had been a Mason for 47 years. Chuck is survived by his daughters Selena and husband Chad Harrell of Crossville, and Chandra and husband Robbie Drew of Blueford. Daughter-in-law Amy Barnett of McLeansboro, 5 grandchildren Austin Barnett, Ashton and husband Austin Dillman, Sarah Harrell, Charlie Barnett, and Rayleigh Barnett. Great-grandchild Griffin Dillman, brother Brent Barnett of San Jose, California, and sister Rita and husband John Bodum of Centralia. He was preceded to death by his parents, wife Treva Barnett, and son Alan Barnett. Chuck will be cremated, and the family will be hosting a memorial visitation from 5 until 6 p.m. on Monday. Or not Monday, check that. That'll be on Friday this week. Friday, May 24th at the Archie Sanders Memorial Chapel in Wayne City. A gravesite service will follow at Thomason Cemetery. Johnson Devon Funeral Home of Fairfield is assisting the family with cremation. Community calendar notes are next, presented by our friends at Carnaby Square.
Dive into summer with the latest styles at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield. From top to bottom, Carnaby Square has everything you need to embrace the season in style with brands like Charlie B, Multiples, Jess & Jane, Lucky Bird, and Tribal in sizes from small to extra, extra large. Plus, Carnaby Square carries the largest selection of Brighton purses, jewelry, and accessories around. Carnaby Square, the fashion leader in Southern Illinois, located at 115 East Main Street in Fairfield, making you look great since 1980.
In the late-breaking news department, Wayne County Crime Stoppers now is offering a reward on a few incidents. On May 21st, Ashley Vaughn of Sisney reported to authorities that someone had cut her brake line in her vehicle while parked at a residence. Also on the 21st, Judy Hart reported that someone had cut a lock off of a storage shed that she rents. Several items were taken, including several stylish model cars and Indian dolls. If you have any information that could lead to the arrest of the person or persons involved with these incidents, you can call or text Wayne County Crime Stoppers at 618-842-9777. Taking a look at community calendar notes. The community calendar presented by our friends at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield, Southern Illinois' fashion leader. With Memorial Day less than a week away, service announcements have started to come in for this year's Memorial Day services. Fairfield's Memorial Day service will be held on Monday, May 27th at 11 a.m. at the Veterans section of Maple Hill Cemetery. The speaker this year will be U.S. Army veteran Dave Land. He will also serve as the MC of the program. The national anthem will be sung by Elizabeth Gonzalez. A wreath will be placed at the grave of the unknown service person by Commander of VFW Post 4535 Dick Price and Commander of American Legion Post 176 Tom Seaman. A 21-gun salute will be given to the Military Honor Guard, and the playing of taps will be administered by Doug Aman. There will be a limited number of bleacher seats available. In Wayne City, Thomason Cemetery will be the host site of the 49th Annual Memorial Day Service. That will be on May 27th at 2 p.m. The welcome will be given by Sharon White, with the prayer given by Gary Klein. The Pledge of Allegiance will be led by the Wayne City Boy Scouts. Star Spangled Banner will be sung by Jennifer Klein. The reading of veterans buried in Thomason Cemetery during the past year will be presented by Chris Draper. The Memorial Day speaker will be Lamar Choate. The closing ceremonies will be from the American Legion Post 176 and VFW Post 4535, and will include placing the memorial wreath on the Veterans Monument with the Color Guard firing squad, presenting a 21-gun salute, followed by the playing of taps. The public is invited to attend both ceremonies. We will attempt to stream those ceremonies on the Wayne County Now Facebook page. Fairfield City Fire Department and Marshall are putting together a pork burger and pork chop sandwich sale. They'll be in the F&B parking lot on Saturday, June 1st. It'll happen from 11 a.m. until they are sold out of pork burgers and pork chops. All the proceeds will go towards the recently purchased Children's Fire Safety House for repairs. The safety house will be brought to the area schools to help teach children on what to do if a fire was to ever occur in their home. You're invited to bring your family on the 1st and let the kids take a tour through the safety house and get their picture taken with Marshall and a fire truck. If you have a community calendar you want to share with us, you could do that by sending us community calendar notes to news at mywaynecountynow.com. You can also drop it to us on Facebook or submit through our website at mywaynecountynow.com. We'll take a look at sports coming up in just a moment. Also on the way, History and Mystery. This is Wayne County Now.
Whatever your project might be, Gibbs Excavating and Land Management, LLC, has the right tool and the expertise to get the job done right. The crew at Gibbs Excavating and Land Management can handle any job from stump grinding or forestry mulching, driveway repair, concrete demo and rock work to dirt and auger work, trenching, and even garden tilling. Call 618-516-1462 or email Austin at austingibbs70@yahoo.com to schedule your free estimate today.
Wayne County Now continues. Time now for a look at sports. We have a few games that we can talk about from Fairfield Summer Baseball in the 13U division. In games on Monday, Edward Jones downed Rush Appliance 22-4, and Von Diesel defeated the Masonic Lodge 11-9. In action last week to kick off the season on Wednesday, Edward Jones downed Clark Construction 11-4, and Le Mans defeated Rush Appliance 15-5. More action on the docket tonight, weather permitting. At 5:30, Le Mans will face Clark Construction, while at 7:30, the Masonic Lodge will face Rush Appliance. Taking a look at Major League Baseball action from Tuesday. In a game that was suspended at Busch Stadium at the bottom of the sixth, the Orioles and Cardinals are tied at 1. Once that game gets underway again, you can catch it on 105.9 FM WOKZ. Final action from last night. Cleveland over the New York Mets 7-6. Cincinnati shuts down San Diego 2-0. Pittsburgh over San Francisco 7-6. Philadelphia over Texas 5-2. Milwaukee over Miami 7-5. Minnesota shuts out Washington 10-0. Boston over Tampa Bay 5-2. The Mariners double up the Yankees 6-3. The White Sox shut out Toronto 5-0. It was Kansas City over Detroit 10-3. Cubs over Atlanta 4-3. The Astros over the LA Angels 6-5. Oakland holds off Colorado 5-4. And the Arizona Diamondbacks down the LA Dodgers by a final score of 7-3. As mentioned, the Baltimore Orioles and the St. Louis Cardinals will continue their series this afternoon. That is a 12:15 Eastern, 11:15 a.m. Central Time continuance. It'll continue in the bottom of the sixth. Game tied at 1 between Baltimore and St. Louis. They will play a second game following that one. Both those games, by the way, can be heard on 105.9 FM WOKZ. In action on Wednesday as well, Minnesota's at Washington at 12:05. At 12:10, New York Mets are at Cleveland. At 1:10 p.m., LA Angels are at Houston. Also at 1:10, Detroit is at Kansas City. At 5:40 this evening, San Diego's at Cincinnati. San Francisco is at Pittsburgh. Texas is at Philadelphia. Milwaukee's at Miami. At 5:50 p.m., Boston's at Tampa Bay. At 6:05, Seattle takes on the New York Yankees. 6:07 p.m., the White Sox are at Toronto. At 6:40, it's Atlanta at Chicago to take on the Cubs. At 8:40 p.m., Colorado visits Oakland. And at 9:10 p.m., Arizona takes on the LA Dodgers. In the Eastern Conference Finals last night, Game 1, Boston, in a seesaw battle late in the contest, came on top 133-128 over the Indiana Pacers to take a 1-0 lead in that best-of-7 series. That best-of-7 continues Thursday at the TD Bank Garden. Tonight in the NBA playoffs at 7:30, it is Dallas in Minnesota. First game of the Western Conference Finals taking place this evening at the Target Center. In the NHL playoffs, in a night, it was idle last night. First round of the Stanley Cup Eastern Conference Final features Florida and the New York Rangers. That is a 7 o'clock puck drop this evening. In the WNBA, action on the slate tonight. Just one game tonight. The Indiana Fever visit the Seattle Storm. That is a 9 p.m. Central Time tip this evening. In action last night, it was Atlanta over Dallas 83-78, Phoenix over the Las Vegas Aces 98-88, and the LA Sparks over Washington 70-68. That's been a look at sports. It's time now for History and the Mystery on Wayne County Now, and with that check of History and the Mystery for this lovely morning, we will turn it over to Dave Land. Dave, without further ado, take it away.
Is local history a bit of a mystery? I'm Dave Land. Today I'll talk about Kenny Kays. The folks around Wayne County in 1969 didn't know what to think about hippies, free love, and a war in some faraway jungle. August of 1969, Kenny Kays and a few friends attended Woodstock. Kenny always liked music. He was active in the band at FCHS, where he graduated in 1967. He's also remembered in high school as being incredibly strong. He would call upon that upper body strength that fateful day of the attack on his platoon unit in Vietnam. After basic training, Kenny Kays was sent to the war and placed in the field the very day of his arrival in Vietnam. Kays believed he was sent to the front because he was a conscientious objector and had voiced his disapproval of the war. It might also have been because by mid-April, with an increase in the fighting, medics were now desperately needed. Kays experienced combat battles most nights in Vietnam. On the night that Kenny Kays was wounded, the battle was total chaos, and the men were screaming for the medic. In the midst of the desperate fighting, the men who were there remember seeing medic Ken Kays bolting across the perimeter to help a wounded man when a charge landed at his feet. The blast hurled Kays several feet into the air. Just after he landed in a heap, Kays quickly rose and started to run again, but instead of moving smoothly forward, he tumbled end over end. Kays had not realized that the lower portion of his left leg was gone, blown off by the explosion. After applying a tourniquet to his leg, Kenny Kays, now in almost unbearable pain, hopped and crawled to the fire-swept perimeter, where he quickly gave medical aid to other wounded men, carrying them on his back as he crawled back to safety. Kenny Kays didn't die that day. Returning to the States, he was taken to a hospital in Denver, Colorado, and fitted with an artificial leg. 8 months after the battle, he returned home to Fairfield, a troubled hero.
Thank you, Dave. And time now to take a quick look at the menus. We're going to start off with the Wayne County Senior Center today. It's going to feel like Thanksgiving in the middle of May. Turkey with gravy, dressing, sweet potatoes. Sweet potato patties make that. Green beans and spice cake. That is your menu at the Wayne County Senior Center today. Taking a look at the menu now at Fairfield Memorial Hospital. Today's daily specialty breakfast item is coffee cake for $1. Lunch at the hospital today is pork roast or chicken quesadilla. Side options are sweet potato cubes, refried beans, broccoli salad or steamed broccoli. Chicken noodle soup, your soup of the day. Deli chicken sandwich, your sandwich of the day. And strawberry shortcake is your dessert. At dinner this evening, your options are stuffed shells with marinara or chicken cordon bleu. Side options are mashed potatoes and gravy, spinach or garlic bread. And your dessert this evening is chocolate pudding. For the latest local news, weather, and sports anytime, visit us at mywaynecountynow.com. We'll have another check of news this evening. I'm Dustin Fuller with this news on Wayne County Now.